What up, what up, what up? In these clips, these are all outtakes. Outtakes that didn't make that ridiculous interview that Welker did with Stinky. I don't call it interview anymore because you'll see these clips that I have now, they were all edited, taken out of the finished product. And it just shows how senile he is. You know, if you're a real journalist, you know, why is it that you don't check him when he says something stupid? Because that's what real journalism is, you know. Instead of, hey, motherfucker, why are you so stupid? Huh? Why are you telling us that companies in China are going to eat the tariffs when that is certainly not the fact here? No, because that's when you become a propagandist, that you left journalism school out the window. You threw it out the window, and now you've become a full propagandist. Because I noticed in the comments on the video that I dropped last night, right, that people were saying, I used to watch Welker, I used to respect her, but now I don't because she's become a full-on propagandist. And, you know, I simply can't say anything but you're right when it comes to that. So check out these clips. I mean, she actually tries to help him, and he still makes a complete fool out of himself. This 80-year-old demented shitbag is not all there. Hell, most of it's not there anymore. And think about it. All this guy has left is he's basically reacting to questions, not trying to answer them. You know what I mean? You know, it's like he's just reacting. He hears buzzwords and then he reacts, you know? And his reactions are those of a 4-year-old. And they've always been. But now, being that he's old, I think he only picks up every third and fourth word. And then when he hears it, he reacts with a buzzword or a sentence that he's comfortable with repeating over and over and over again. I'm not a doctor, but I think those are the signs of dementia. But anyway, this idiot has scrambled eggs for brains. So enjoy these clips, like, share, and subscribe. And let's laugh a little bit at this asshole. Holy shit, Ben, you did a number on Stinky. Roll it!
The NBC story going to run on how cognitively declined Donald Trump looks. If you have people in your life that you know who have dementia or suffer from cognitive issues, I'm not a doctor. Life that you know.
Holy shit! Stinky two spots. Macho man. He's got to be a macho man. Oh! Stinky, she's trying to help you, for the love of God. Continue.
Well, it didn't matter what they made because they were losing their shirt because of costs. Now take a look at what happened. Oil is down, gas.
No, it's not.
Gasoline is down, groceries are down.
Nope.
Eggs, you were the one that asked.
Nope, they're not.
So you asked me about eggs. It was the first week. I didn't even know anything about what were you talking about. Egg prices were so high you couldn't buy eggs.
Nonsense. They were high. But I tell you what, Stinky, they're not down 87%.
The eggs, and they said Easter is going to be a disaster. Well, we had Easter at the White House, and we had thousands of eggs, and they were down 87%.
Holy shit, Stinky!
A lot of that, of course, spike was because of bird flu. But when does it become the Trump economy?
Why do you say that?
Well, tell me when.
We had the same bird flu as he had.
Holy shit! Oh! This idiot goes full bag lady with a shopping cart on this one. Continue, Stinky.
What people don't understand is, and this is a lot, the country eats the tariff.
The country eats the tariff. You're goddamn right. The United States, the people of the United States of America eat your shit tariff. But continue, Stinky.
The company eats the tariff.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Stinky has an earphone, by the way. Continue. Howard Nutlick is yelling in his ear.
And it's not passed along at all.
Well, some CEOs
Yes, it is.
are saying they're going to have to pass it on. So how do you deal with those CEOs?
But the
How do you deal with those CEOs?
China is eating the tariffs right
What do you say to those
What are you
CEOs?
talking about? Stinky!
Who are saying we might have to pass this on to the consumer?
Well, they say
We might. They're going to.
that because maybe it's to their advantage to say it. Maybe
Oh my God, Stinky!
Punish them?
no, because you know what? I want them to build plants in the United States. That way they don't have any tariffs. See, tariffs will, and not only will, look at what's happened. In 2 months, we're close to $9 trillion of investment.
What are you talking about?
And anywhere near that.
Ben, do something, Ben.
Want to know my opinion why NBC edited that out? Because if you take that clip with the Bezos clip, it shows that Donald Trump is the most generous thing you can say about Donald Trump is that either he's an idiot.
Stop right there. He's an idiot. Oh! Smartmatic Dominion, if you're listening, your lawyers would be very happy right now. Sue this asshole.
Years were phenomenal, as you know, the stock market. In fact, even though we had to go through the COVID thing, that horrible situation with COVID,
You botched it.
we did numbers, and when I gave it
No, you didn't.
over, when I handed it over, the election was rigged, and I handed
No, it wasn't. Smartmatic, if you're listening.
it, and because of that, we have a lot of problems, by the way. But when I handed it over, what happened? The market was higher than it was previous to COVID coming in.
Nonsense. That's a lie.
Nobody could believe it. The stock market I'm talking about.
I don't want to look back, but you did take your case to court.
You don't want to. No, you're gonna get sued too. This deadbeat doesn't have any money, but you're gonna get sued too. That's why you edited this, you fucking idiot.
About that. You took your case to court about your allegations against the election.
And he lost every case. Continue.
Let me ask you,
There's no
sir.
question about it.
Stinky.
The election was rigged.
No, it wasn't. Keep on. When you find yourself in a hole, you keep on digging. Continue.
The facts are in, and it's still being
The
litigated.
facts are in. Yeah, that's right. You lost.
Yeah, let's go.
You did take your case to court more than 60 times and didn't win those cases.
I won a lot of court
Just to
cases.
button that.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. She's trying to move on, but he's trying to get you sued. That's right. He's trying to get you sued.
Sir, just to button that up.
What are you talking about?
How
the election?
worried are you?
Are we talking about the election?
She's
Here and now. Let's talk about
The
here and
election
now.
of 2020?
Let's.
Stinky goes full stupid. Roll it.
Secretary of State says everyone who's here, citizens and non-citizens.
Wait, stop. This lady has become your chief propagandist. Forget about Bubble Guppy. Yeah. This lady tries to give you cred, but every time she sits and talks with your ass, she loses a bit of cred. Continue.
Deserve due process. Do you agree, Mr.
I
President?
don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
We know you're not a lawyer. You don't have to remind us.
Fifth Amendment.
I don't know. It seems it might say that, but
No, that is the Constitution. Forget about you don't know. Let me tell you. The Fifth Amendment says that they get due process, you fucking asshole.
you're talking about that, then we'd have to have 1 million or 2 million or 3 million trials.
What the hell are you talking about, you senile old shit for brains?
We have thousands of people that are some murderers and some drug dealers and some of the worst people on earth. Some of the worst, most dangerous people on earth. And I was elected to get them the hell out of here.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You ran out of those people already. And every president before you was getting rid of them. That's right. Now you're deporting people that shouldn't be deported, you fucking senile old diaper rag.
And the courts are holding me from doing it.
But even given those numbers that you're talking about, don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You do. That's the fucking oath you take, you moron.
I have to respond by saying again, I have brilliant lawyers that work for me.
Who cares? And they're losing every case because you violate the Constitution every time you come in front of a court, you fucking sack of Ozempic.
And they are going to obviously follow what the Supreme Court said. What you said is not what I heard the Supreme Court said. They have a different interpretation.
What are you talking about? Is that what they're telling you? Are you so senile to believe that you actually won that case 9-0 instead of lost it 9-0? You senile old shit for brains?
Is anyone in your administration right now in contact with El Salvador about returning Abrego Garcia to
I don't know. You'd have to ask the Attorney General that question.
Right now, here should be the next question, right? Does Garcia have MS-13 written on his knuckles? I guarantee you caca would fly right out of this idiot's ears.
That lying bitch!
Donald Trump's brain is broken.
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
Glory be to
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
What are you trying to say? I read me Newton.